Happy Brew Year! New beers.
Brew Year.
New beers.
Happy Brew Year.
Happy Brew Beers. Happy Brew Beers, everybody. We are here today with Founder's latest Backwoods series. This is the Lizard of Kaz. Now listen real quick. Oatmeal Stout, Blueberries, Vanilla, aged in bourbon barrel.
Glub, 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 glub. I mean, let's face it. Founders is known primarily for a stout.
Yeah.
Right? They've got that breakfast stout. They've got the CBS, the KBS. I mean, that's kind of like their thing.
They're stouts.
Not that that's their only thing, but that's kind of like what put them on the map.
Yeah.
They're rolling out a ridiculous stout for this Backwoods series. You said blueberries and bourbon, chocolate, vanilla.
It's insane. And you know, we haven't had a blueberry beer since...
Hi, welcome to the first episode of the Brew Review Crew. I'm Ron.
And I'm Corey.
And today we are going to be reviewing Trace Blueberry Stout from Dark Horse Brewing out of Marshall, Michigan.
I'm pumped. Are you ready to smell this thing?
I'm stoked to smell this thing. Let's get our noses in. This thing...
See, I'm getting a little blueberry.
Getting a little blueberry.
But for me, I don't get much else.
Really?
Mine? Well, you've got the master glass.
That's what it is. Not only did I have the master glass, I had a straight up explosion when I poured my beer. So I got a little more aroma released for me. But I get vanilla, slight kick of like a blueberry waffle in the background. And then that bourbon barrel is kind of subdued, but it actually has this kind of like this bourbony sweetness in the background. It doesn't smell like it's going to be, you know, it's not like a hot bourbon barrel beer.
The most I'm getting is blueberry waffle cone.
Yes, that's definitely there.
That's
too.
about the most I'm getting, which is cool. I like that. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. But Corey, I can't smell much, so I'm just going to dive right into the flavor.
All right.
So let's do it. Founders, cheers to you. Happy New Year.
Happy brew beer.
What? Whoa. What's happening? What is that? What is that?
I'm not sure that they used actual blueberries because it is like straight tart blueberry syrup.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know.
Infected?
Is it infected?
It might be infected. It definitely tastes real tart. Like way more tart than I expected. I know blueberries can kind of have a tartness to them, but tangy.
Acidic. Almost sour. We never look at ratings.
No.
Ever.
It takes away from us doing our thing. You know, we don't want to be influenced.
And so, but with that flavor, I just had to know. I had to know, are people saying it's infected? Because if it is, that's going to explain what I'm tasting. And if it's not, then I can continue on with my review accordingly.
Right. And right now, we're not seeing anything that says... The only thing we saw is someone mentioned on, was it Rape Beer?
Yeah.
They said it doesn't taste like your typical infection or like blueberries. No one else even said anything about it. It's super tangy and it really overpowers everything else. There should be such a good stouty base here that the blueberries shouldn't be able to compete this much.
Okay, so things I'm not getting is I don't get chocolate. And maybe the tanginess is the vanilla. Maybe it's got a lot of vanilla. Vanilla can kind of come off as sort of creamy. Maybe it's the creaminess of the vanilla interacting with the blueberry. And we don't know what blueberry means. We don't know if it means literal blueberries or if it's blueberry juice or extract or what. What I do know is that it is this is just me, far too... I don't know if decadent's the word, but far too indulgent or tangy sweet for me.
I have to believe that this is an infected bottle. If it's not, I would never have sold this if I were Founders.
No.
If I tried this out of the barrel, I wouldn't be like $13 a bottle, sell it.
But see, here's the crazy thing, and again, we don't look at ratings, but it has like a 96.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
gotta
our
be.
bottle. Maybe we're just
I just picked this up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I almost don't even want to give it a rating.
I'm giving it a rating. Happy Brew Beers. This is starting off with a 0 for me. Or a 0 at least. I would pour this out. I'm trying to get through it. It actually physically kind of makes me sick to drink.
I have to agree. I don't know if I'm going to go. I mean, 0. I mean, it's an F. I can't. There are things that I think are okay. Like I like It says blueberries. I get blueberries, but it's not drinkable for me.
No, I'm changing my score to a 10 because the smell was enticing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a complete Occulto experience, but it is. There's something wrong here. I will just say, if somebody from Founders happens to catch wind of this, we would be more than happy to try another bottle of this.
Right. Hopefully, this is just an us experience. I would love to know what you guys have seen out of Lizard of Kaz, or if you've heard any other reviews. 96 on Beer Advocate, 10 and about a 5 on BRC. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until we see you next time, always remember,
we are the Brew Review Crew.
We will review.
A brew for you. 2017 off to a good start.
Woo!
Guys, did you know that the BRC goes beyond YouTube? We have, that's right, Corey, we have a podcast.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We are in season 2 of the BRC Brew Review Crew on Tap podcast. We bring you all of the beer news, articles, editorials, conversation that you want to hear and we want to talk about. So guys, check it out. iTunes, Stitcher, it's all over the place. Brew Review Crew on Tap.